everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Precious, aka Precious Moments. I'm a mom, a wife, and a life coach. I help women build self-love and find the beauty in relationships. Today we are going to be talking about self-worth, so let's get into it. So, chances are you've heard of many self-worths, right? But for me, self care means to simply put on your mask first. It is a holistic approach to health with routine activities to promote physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well being. Self care is so much of a buzzword right now. Hashtag self care Sundays, anyone? Hmm. But it's so much more than massages and manicure. Although there's nothing wrong with that, trust me, it's the actual activities you do on a day to day basis to take care of yourself from the inside out. Self worth and self value are two related terms that are often used interchangeably. Having a sense of self worth means that you value yourself, and having a sense of self value means that you are worthy. The differences between the two are minimum, but they both mean different things, right? Self-worth is defined by Merriam-Webster as a feeling that you are a good person who deserves to be treated with respect. Hmm. On the other hand, self value is more behavioral than emotional, more about how you act towards what you value, including yourself, and how you feel about yourself compared to others, right? Self esteem is what we think and feel and believe about ourselves. Self worth, rather, is recognizing that I am greater than all these things. It is a deep knowing that I am of value, that I am lovable, that I am necessary to this life. The problem with society's high self esteem or self worth is that it involves measuring yourself against others rather than paying attention to your own self value. The competitive nature or culture that we live in tells us that we need to be better or do better than others to have self worth. Like you need to have more money than this person. The problem with that is that there's always going to be somebody who's richer, somebody who's smarter, somebody who's way more attractive than we are. And that plays out in all our relationships, our friendships, and our performances, even at work, right? Have you ever had that one friend, or have you been that one friend that always competed with you? And, whether it was consciously or subconsciously, these things happen. That is a sense of someone not having self worth. So, I want to tell you about 5 things that people use to measure self worth. And please don't do this. Appearance, whether measured by a number of on the scale or the type of clothing or the kind of attention received by others. We always measure self-worth with appearance. 2, net worth, like the amount of money that you have. This can mean income, material possessions, financial assets, or all of the above. 3, who you know or your social circle. Like I know people in high places. I know people that will, governors and whatever. Some people judge their own value and the value of others by their status and what important and influential people they know. Like, that is so messed up. What you do or your career, right? We often judge people or others by what they do. For example, a stockbroker in this culture is often considered more successful and valuable than a janitor or teacher or a cleaner. Um, and that is not good. That is not the self-worth I'm talking about. And fifth on the list is what you have achieved. As noted earlier, we frequently use achievements to determine someone's worth, whether it's our own worth or someone else's, such as success, business, scores on exams, placements on marathons, or athletic challenges. It's always a competition. And life is not a competition. You are living your own life. And number five, what you achieve. As noted earlier, we frequently use achievements to determine someone's worth, whether ourselves or somebody else's worth, such as success in business, scores on exams, or placements in marathons or athletic, competitions. There are things that you can do to boost your self-worth and ensure that you value yourself like you ought to be valued as a full, complete, and wonderful human being that is deserving of love and respect no matter what. One, increase your self understanding, guys. Like, we all need to understand ourselves. The more you understand yourself, the more you will have self worth. An important activity on the road to self worth is to build self understanding. You need to learn who you are and what you want before you can decide that you are a worthy human being. Number two, self acceptance. You need to accept yourself, your flaws, everything, like your good side, your bad side. You need to accept it. That's why you need to understand yourself first. And then self acceptance. Start by forgiving yourself for anything you noted in terms of your struggles, your needs for improvement, your mistakes, your bad habits. You have and commit to forgiving yourself and accepting yourself without judgment or excuses. Mhm. And number three, right? Enhance your self love, guys. I cannot preach this enough. As a coach, I am so passionate about helping women build self love, and then they can only find the beauty in their relationships, whether with themselves or with other people. So enhance your self-love. Now that you have worked on accepting yourself for who you are, you can begin to love and care for yourself. Make it a goal to extend kindness, tolerance, and generosity for yourself. For yourself, guys. The same way we expect you to be great or love other people and make excuses for them, do it for yourself. Give yourself the excuse that you need. Like, I need to turn in early for the night. I can't answer this email today or tonight because I need to turn in early. It's okay. Give yourself that excuse. It's fine. And you very well know that you are going to be chilling and watching Precious Moments on YouTube, right? But anyways, where was I? Think of any struggles, needs for improvement, mistakes, and bad habits you have, and commit to forgiving yourself and accepting yourself without judgment or excuses. 3. Enhance your self-love. Now that you have worked on accepting yourself for who you are, you can begin to build love and care for yourself. Make it a goal to extend kindness, tolerance, generosity, and compassion towards yourself. To boost self-love, start paying attention to the one thing or the tone that you use with yourself. Like self-talk, guys, self-talk. What are you saying to yourself and which tone are you using? Self-talk is very important. Commit to being more positive and uplifting when you talk to yourself, please. And number 4, recognize your self-worth, the gist of it all. Once you understand, accept, and love yourself, you will reach a point where you no longer depend on other people to, accomplishments or other external factors for your self-worth. At this point, the best thing you can do is recognize your self-worth and appreciate yourself for the work that you've done to get here. I mean, we've all come from somewhere. As well as continuing to maintain your self-understanding, self-acceptance, and self-love equals self-worth. And the last one, but not the least, take responsibility for yourself. Like really, take responsibility for yourself. At this point in stage, you will practice being responsible for you, for your circumstances, and for your problems. The one thing that has helped me, right, with having a good sense of self-worth is my daily affirmations. I say it all the time. Self-talk, speak to yourself. And that's why I said it before. Like, the way you speak to yourself every day matters, guys. It really does matter. So some of my top 20 list, right, is I believe in myself. I believe in myself. And I say it like I believe it. I say it like I mean it. Precious, you believe in yourself, girl. I am just as valuable as another person. It's so amazing. The things that have been said to us stick, right? But only if we allow them to stick. If you have been, I know we have all had times when we were, so there are some affirmations to practice and to develop a sense of self-worth. For me, those are affirmations, my daily affirmations, guys. I cannot say this enough. Like, your self-talk matters a lot, a whole lot. So one of the things I say to myself every morning is that I believe in myself. Like, Precious, I believe in you, girl. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I say, babe, you are good, and I believe in you. I believe in your goodness. I believe in your power. I believe in your strength. I believe in your capabilities, because, if I don't believe in myself, who is? Number 2 is that I am just as valuable as the next person. Number 3, I would rather be myself than someone else. Sometimes that gets a bit tricky and hard for me because, I wish I was skinnier. I wish I was, all of that, had a lot of things. But that does not mean that this Precious is not precious. So the other one is I am proud of myself and my accomplishments. Whether it is just waking up on that day and not crying, whether it is waking up and taking care of my kids, that is an accomplishment in my book. I feel good when I get compliments. Like, that makes me feel good. So what do? I compliment myself. Girl, I love your lips. Girl, you smell good. Girl, your hair is on point. I give myself compliments. Like, if I don't do it every day, I do it every other day. you know. But the one thing that I always say to myself is also, I can handle criticism. I can handle criticism because there has been a lot, you know, of things that has happened, and this is life, man. People will criticize you whether you are doing good or bad, So that is another thing. I love and respect myself. That's another thing. Saying it out and actually, thinking it is two different things. Saying it makes you hear it. So upon hearing it, it makes you believe it. So when you say you love and respect yourself, you will now treat yourself with love. You will now treat yourself with respect, and you will speak to yourself with respect. And you will not allow other people not to speak to you without respect, with or being rude to you. I like the way I look. Trust me, it is not looking at the mirror every day and saying I love everything, that is on my body or how I look. It is simply understanding that I'm different, and this is the only body that God has given me. So I love it regardless of whether I like how my hands are so fat or my ears are so small. I just have to love myself. I have to like how I look, right? Um, I know my positive qualities. You know, I always make it a point of pointing out my qualities to myself, because most of the time you turn to forget your positive qualities. Like, I am funny. And sometimes you tend to forget that because of the stressful situation that you're going through. Um, and another one is, I am not afraid to make mistakes. You know, you have to make mistakes in life. It's not always going to be, hunky dory, everything was good. And if you know that this was a mistake, then you can, like, be able to learn from it, you know. um yeah, I am happy to be me, you know. I have stressed this enough. Be happy, be, love yourself and respect yourself, and develop a sense of self-worth. So that is it for today, guys. Listen and, hit that subscribe button. So that is it for today. I will be posting videos every week. So be sure to listen and please subscribe and hit that like button, because that will really help. But yeah, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you. And remember, you are beautiful.